Hello everyone, I am Binita Gupta, a teacher trainee of Siliguri Tarai B.Ed College and Siliguri Primary Teachers Training College. So, here today I am going to teach you a chapter from Political Science comes under West Bengal Board of Class 12. So, today I am going to teach you an interesting topic, that is the differences between fundamental rights and directive principles of the state policy. Before starting, I would like to give you a short introduction on fundamental rights and directive principles of the state policy. Now, what is fundamental rights? Fundamental rights are essentially human rights that's offered to all the citizens irrespective of class, creed, race, place of birth, religious or gender. As we already know that in our Indian Constitution we have altogether 6 fundamental rights. Right to equality. Right to equality comes under Article 14 to 18. Number 2, right to freedom. Right to freedom comes under Article 19 to 22. Number 3, right against exploitations. It comes under Article 23 to 24. Now, next, cultural and educational rights. It comes under Article 25 to 28. Now, next, right to freedom of religious. It comes under Article 29 to 30. And the last fundamental rights is rights to constitutional remedies. It comes under Article 32. Initially, there are 7 fundamental rights in our Indian Constitution. But right to property was later converted into legal rights by the 44th Amendment of the Constitution in 1978. Now, what is directive principle of the state policy? Directive principle of the state policy are nothing but the guidelines to the center and the state governments of India to keep in the mind while framing the laws or policies. Okay. Directive principles of the state policy comes under part 4th of the Indian Constitution. And the main point is it is not justiciable. It is not enforceable by any courts of law. Okay. Now, move on. Differences between fundamental rights and directive principle of the state policy. Number 1 point is concept. Fundamental rights are borrowed from the American Constitution, whereas directive principles of the state policy is borrowed from the Irish Constitution. It is also known as the philosophical parts of the Indian Constitution. Okay. Now, number 2 point is content. Fundamental rights comes under part 3 of the Indian Constitution, whereas directive principles of the state policy it comes under part 4th of the Indian Constitution. Number 3 point is articles. Fundamental rights comes under Article 12 to 35, whereas directive principles of the state policy it comes under Article 36 to 51. Now, number 4 point is aims and objectives. The main aims and objectives of the fundamental rights is to guarantee few basic rights to the citizen as well as non-citizen. Here we can take an example, right to life. In this world, each and every person have rights to live, isn't it? Now, next, directive principle of the state policy. The main aim of directive principle of the state policy is to make a welfare state. Here, welfare state means to protect and to promote the economic and social well-beings of the citizens. Okay. Now, the last point is nature. Fundamental rights are justiciable and it is enforceable by any courts of law. Okay, whereas directive principles of the state policy are not justiciable. It is not enforceable by any courts of law. Now, the big question, that is, why fundamental rights are called justiciable? In fundamental rights, they are articles from 12 to 35. If anyone infringes the fundamental rights, that time we can directly approach to the Supreme Court and High Court. Okay. If anyone infringes the fundamental rights, we can directly approach to the Supreme Court and High Court. Okay. In India, we can directly approach to the Supreme Court and High Court by Article 32. For that reason, it is justiciable and it is enforceable by any courts of law. Okay. Now, why directive principle of the state policy are not justiciable? Because I already told you that directive principle of the state policy has the main aim, that is to make a welfare state, to promote and to protect economic and social well-beings of the citizen, isn't it? For that reason, it is not justiciable. It is not enforceable by any courts of law. Okay, this much for today. I hope you can understand the differences between fundamental rights and directive principles of the state policy. If you if you have any doubt, so please comment me and please like my video. Thank you.